We're talking to violent and frequent offenders. They're telling us what led them to commit these crimes and what's in place to get them back on the right track.
It is part of our community conversation on improving safety. RTV6 reporter Ebony Monet is live downtown with this story. Ebony?
Every year, about 5,000 ex-offenders come to Indianapolis after being released from prison. Today, we spoke to two parolees who tell us without access to resources, it's very easy to go back. 59-year-old George Cowan has spent 30 years locked away in Indiana prisons.
I've done wrong. I've done time.
Cowan says he shot an officer during a robbery. Now, for the third time, the Indiana Department of Correction has paroled him. But this time, he says he's different.
He had to have what he had to have, and he had to have it right then at the expense of whatever.
Cowan says he has a new outlook. In Indianapolis, police and the DOC have a new program to keep high-risk parolees like him on track.
When they there, it's like a mentor for one. Say, well, I'm about 60 years old, I'm talking about a mentor. But I had a child mentality, and it's like a father image to me, because they're concerned.
Impact links ex-offenders to officers who link them to services like housing, jobs, and transportation.
There are many statistics out there that show that if people coming out of prison don't receive services within the first 30 to 60 days, and if they don't receive employment within the first 30 to 60 days, the likelihood of them going back to prison is pretty substantial.
Impact operators say early numbers show the convicted murderers, robbers, and thieves mandated to take part are less likely to go back to prison.
We're having an impact on crime, and more importantly, we're having an impact on people's individual lives, making them successful so that they don't go back to prison, and that filters out to their families, their kids, their loved ones, and their community.
Cowan says he no longer feels the anger of losing his parents as a kid and says Impact works for people ready to make a change. Officers are now linking parolees with services they would have otherwise had to seek out themselves, and they tell us this takes away some of the confusion about getting on the right track after being behind bars for so many years. Reporting live downtown, Ebony Monet, RTV6.